afternoon, class. Welcome to day 2 of Skepticism 101. To begin our journey into skepticism, we must first define skepticism. What is skepticism? We cannot possibly become skeptics unless we know what a skeptic is. So do we all know the one true definition of skepticism, or are there a myriad of definitions? Well, if someone presents a candy cane to me for the first time in my life and encourages me to try it, I could easily be skeptical of how sweet and delicious it might taste. I can be skeptical of a child prodigy who claims to have gotten his bachelor's degree at age 17, even if he actually does have that degree. I can be skeptical of someone who claims to remember his own mother giving birth to him. What do all three of these instances have in common? Perhaps you have already figured out the commonality is that I am doubtful of each claim that has been presented to me. What other definitions of skepticism can we look upon? So far, I can't think of any, except for Michael Shermer's personal definition. As I said before, Michael Shermer teaches his own course on Skepticism 101, so I've inserted the link to his introductory video in the description below. In his introductory video, he defines skepticism as a synonym of science. In this sense, all skeptics are scientists, and all scientists are skeptics. According to Shermer, you will all become scientists at the end of Skepticism 101. Now, this isn't an inaccurate definition of skepticism, but why would he define skepticism as science? What does science do that sounds like skepticism? I'm sure you're all familiar with the scientific process of peer review. Your scientific peers review your manuscript before it gets published in a scientific journal. That way, they can poke holes in your hypothesis, force you to provide more scientific evidence, and show the world that they will not accept your claim on the basis of authority. These peer reviewers are expressing their own skepticism towards your hypothesis. They doubt the authenticity of your hypothesis instead of immediately accepting it. In this sense, Michael Shermer might have meant to say that skepticism and peer review are synonymous. So now that we've narrowed the definition of skepticism to doubt, let me just grab my marker. Now that we've narrowed down the definition of skepticism, the question is, why should we be doubtful? Why can't we just agree with someone's beliefs? If someone is your best friend, why not immediately agree with their hypothesis? That seems very unfriendly and disloyal. Who gains anything from doubting your friend's ideas? If you know that you won't like what is gained from doubting your friend, then this video, and quite frankly, the whole of Skepticism 101, is not for you. But if you will end up liking what you gain, then let me tell you what it is. You gain knowledge about the world around you. We understand how to act in the world based on what we know about the world. If we know that we only have 10 minutes to get to work, we will accordingly travel far more quickly to our workplace. If we know that there is a hungry lion that wants to eat us, we will accordingly engage in fight or flight. Likewise, understanding a truth that may or may not contradict your friend's hypothesis informs how you behave in the world. You can see your friend as a wise sage, a deluded fool, or a malicious liar. Of course, your friend might be the type of person who breaks off their friendship with you for not immediately believing them. But if your friend shares the same skeptical value as you, then your friend will not only hold no hard feelings towards you for being skeptical, but they will actually encourage your skepticism. Hopefully, all of you who are tuning in today do have friends who understand the value of skepticism. So I encourage you all to teach your friends that in order to be a skeptic, all you need is doubt. No special degrees in any academic field, just the pure human instinct of doubt. You see, in the scientific community, it is unethical to call yourself a social scientist without a bachelor's degree in at least one social science, and it's unethical to call yourself a natural scientist without a master's degree in at least one natural science. But you don't need any college degree to call yourself a skeptic. If you have finished your required science courses in high school, or college if you decide to continue your education after high school, and you think that you don't need to take another science course for the rest of your lives, you can still be a skeptic in your non-scientific professions. We've already covered the what and why of skepticism, so in future lectures of Skepticism 101, you'll begin to learn the where and when. I can't wait to see you all again in Friday's lecture of Skepticism 101, but at least I can still see you guys again right now, given that now is the time for you to see the second video of History 01.